Hello everyone, I'm playing Order of Ataxia, again, mostly because I tried to stream this earlier today when I was doing it with Christianarium, but because of technical issues, Chris had to drop from the call, I think. I don't know, I haven't really heard back from him since then, so I don't know exactly what happened, but either way I had to kind of continue the stream on my own, and due to that and a number of other issues, it didn't exactly go the best, so I'm actually going to do it again, this time with a different guest.
Hi.
Yes, as usual, I have Lady Shura, my girlfriend here, to help me do this game. It's a Kickstarter demo for a game that is being developed by Aidis Studios, which is run by Chief, the guy that I know. This should be the disclosure section of the video. I do know the developer of this game, Chief. Like I mentioned, we've occasionally talked on Skype before, and we also occasionally will play the game Heroes of the Storm with Christianarium, and I say play very liberally. Actually, I kind of just get my ass kicked, and Chris and Chief kind of just basically save me each time, since I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just clicking frantically on my own. But yeah, so since I know Chief, you might want to consider my opinion a bit biased, possibly. I'm going to give my honest opinion, but, you know, in case you think this is overly flowery and overly complimentary towards the game, well, now you know a possible reason for that, so you've had your disclosure. That wasn't so hard, was it?
No.
Anyway, let's begin the game proper and see what happens. Fallore. So Fallore is one of the many girls in this game. As we saw on the title screen, I think there were 4 girls and 1 guy. So this is you.
Well, what kind of personality should I give her?
She's the foxy type, I'll say that much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know where I'm going with that, yeah.
Dr. Malcom, it is time for you to get up. You can't sleep all day.
Why not? I should be able to sleep if I want to, damn it. I can feel soft hands grabbing my shoulders. It's Fallore. I know it is. She's trying to wake me to face a bright new adventure. Nope, it's rest time.
Come on, Doc, up and at 'em. You're not being paid to sleep on the job. I mean, you're not being paid at all, but the point still stands.
I can hear noises off in the distance. She probably turned on that ambient noise CD again. I don't understand the appeal of it, but it is a distraction to the real minds of the project. The real minds, of course, which includes me. The project. What was I working on again?
Chuckle, buddy old pal. For your own sake, you need to get to your feet. You don't want to be here in a couple seconds.
Oh? Is the director on his way again? The old codger works me harder than any of the other scientists in this department. Who cares what he thinks? Actually, I don't recall the last time I saw the director. Why was that?
There's the culprit!
I was leading the Divergence project to travel through the planes of the universe. We had succeeded, and I was finally freed from my home.
What?
He was traveling through the planes of the universe.
Of course.
Basically, he's in another dimension.
Chuck!
As I mentioned, since I did play this before, I kind of made some comparisons during that video stream, and I said it's kind of similar in a way to both Sliders and Quantum Leap.
Oh man, classics.
We'll kind of find out.
But this whole little design on the bottom thingy kind of reminds me of Stargate.
Stargate. I also made that comparison as well because they did talk about symbols.
I'm unoriginal.
Well, no, it's because we've seen the same things. That's why.
It's true.
I was punished by the gods of the universe for the damage our experiments caused. In exchange for my life, I have to go from plane to plane to restore each world to its rightful state. See, that's where I got the quantum leap from. He has to go from life to life to put right what once went wrong, I think as they put it. Fallore was my liaison. The one sent to keep an eye on me and to judge my actions. A generally unhelpful spirit for solving my problems. As unhelpful as Dean Stockwell's character in Quantum Leap at times. He's busy hitting on women. We just fixed Garrosh and we're on to the last plane. That means this isn't my lab. That is in the soundtrack, and Fallore's trying to warn me of... I'm in trouble.
His name is Charles, not
Charles,
Chuck.
or Chuck for short, or Chucky for even
Ew.
more familiarity, I guess.
I warned you. You thought you'd escape us, thief. Prepare for justice.
Prepare to taste the long sword of justice, I say. Look at that thing.
Oh my.
It gives Cloud some competition.
Her legs are extremely long.
As long as her sword, indeed.
I know. Legs for days.
I'm surprised, well, legs were the first thing you noticed, huh?
Well, I mean, I noticed the other parts during the little scene in the beginning, but you couldn't see the legs very well. The little, like, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Welcome to the plane of destiny, Chuck. Been nice knowing ya.
Well, thank you.
You're not Raiyne. What are you doing out here, helping her escape the guard?
What?
I'll have you know that the last person foolish enough to do so is rotting in the bottommost cells of Sturagard prison.
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds pretty serious, Doc. Why'd you do it?
Shut up.
Answer me. I will know if you are telling me the truth.
Will she? This hasn't been the first time that a guard falsely accused me of something. The fact that she hasn't skewered me is promising. It means she's willing to listen. Though I don't know if her, well, uniform, if you can call it that, is fitting for a high or low-ranking person. I can tell she's fairly new from the polish on her sword. It's clean, sparkling, doesn't show the wear and tarnish of constant use. The sword is wavering, as if the hand holding it is trembling. There's just a hint of fear in the girl's amber eyes. She's looking for a reason to back down, or to stab me. Listen, miss...
You don't deserve to know my name, scoundrel.
Wow. Alright, Lady Guardsman. My name is Charles Malcom, and this is my assistant, Fallore.
Hiya.
We were on a journey to town from a city far away, but we got lost trying to get there. Thank you so much for your timely rescue. You think she's gonna buy it?
I don't know. I don't believe you. It's too much of a coincidence to believe.
Coincidence? In what way? Come on now, relax. We're all friends here.
Why were you going to Aidis? What's your trade then, other than being a lying thief?
Keep calm, Chuck. Keep prying for information. I'm a crafter. I was hired by an aide of the Lord to build a special machine out of a secret new material that was discovered. I'd tell you what it was, but I was sworn to secrecy.
You're really bad at this.
Oh, thanks, Fallore. Then help out.
You're the boss man, Mr. Crafter. A crafter?
He's an arts and craftsy fellow.
Oh.
Oh. She seems surprised. And you see your first shot of the character you were voicing.
Are you the artificer?
I just went with artificer. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be.
Okay. Are you the artificer Lady Beta was expecting?
She told you of my arrival? Yes. We were heading to Aidis to assist Lady Beta. Come on.
Prove it.
Huh? The guardswoman reached into under the metal collar of her armor and pulls out a necklace on a golden chain. A large red gem decorates the necklace, probably worth more than most of my lab equipment.
If you truly are an artificer, you should be able to tell me what enchantment was placed on this necklace.
Oh, tell you the enchantment, right.
Can't you do it?
Of course I can. Let me see it. I need to be able to touch it. I pull myself to my feet, not as scared of her sword. Even if it isn't a full set of armor, I can outrun her. I'm not sure how I got into this situation, but I've gotten a good feeling about my sprinting capabilities. Of course, I can't tell what enchantment is on it. I found out several planes ago that there's absolutely no magical abilities in my blood. Coming from Earth meant I had no ability to use the magic weaves of this world. Oh, so I guess that means since we're from Earth, we can't use magic either.
Aww.
Drat. I was so hoping. Still, I do have one way to identify enchantments.
Try to do anything funny and you'll regret every moment of your short life.
I won't. Trust me.
Well, what enchantment is it, oh great and powerful artificer?
Please, I need you to identify this.
It's gold.
Well, thank you for the help. Fallore, she's gonna lock me away in a jail cell for a long time for trumped up charges. Please, just tell me what you can see on it. Though I lack any magical capabilities, being an avatar of the gods has given Fallore impressive feats of magical powers. If she wanted to, I know she could slay this guard by blinking her eyes. The problem is...
I don't know, it really isn't my place to interfere. I'm just an observer after all.
I can't begin to count the number of times I've been in a bad situation, desperate for help, and that's the sort of response I get. It's no wonder she was tasked with such a pathetic job. Leaving the crest of the gods to watch me bumble around is a punishment fitting for only the worst residents. Bumble, that word again that you love so much.
Bumble.
If I go to jail, I'll be there for a long time. I could be in there for decades, depending on the punishments dealt out by the local government.
Sucks to be you.
You can't leave me until I complete my task, can you? Where do you think you'll be stuck for the next decades? You might be able to go into a specter form, but you'll still be tied to me in that cell. No fancy foods, no luxurious baths, no beautiful men to serve you grapes while fanning you with the palm leaves on a beach. Just mush and filth.
No beautiful men? Blasphemy.
That's the worst part of all.
They have to feed me grapes.
If I go down, you suffer as well. We've been through this.
All right, I will bless you with my overabundance of wisdom and save you from yourself.
Why, thank you. How generous of you. Thank you, O wise one.
The enchantment is weak. Someone broke it with remarkable force. It's hard to tell, but I think it was a protection from spells.
Protection from spells. On a simple necklace like this, is the weave of this world that overabundant?
No. Whoever made this was a wizard of extraordinary power. It's a very personal touch.
Oh, so someone that cared for her made it.
Oh.
Ooh, alright.
That's all you're getting from me. Good luck, hero.
I have determined the enchantment with my skilled expertise.
It's a simple fireball necklace, right?
No, that's not true at all. Where did you get this?
At a peddler in the markets.
That's not true at all. You're trying to trick us. This is not a simple necklace. Though it may even be faded and the spell cracked, I can tell that a protection from spell was placed on it. How it was broken, I cannot fathom.
Wait, so Sophia cannot see Fallore? Or can she?
I'm not exactly positive. That's what I was thinking and I was wondering about while I was playing this. I was like, is it kind of like, Quantum Leap where they can't see Al in it? But I think they do interact at certain points.
Why didn't she object to him showing it to her?
I don't know. That's something I have to double check for, because I only thought about that towards the end, so now I can't remember if they actually do interact or not. I guess we'll see. Her shoulders slump a little bit, and she uses her sword to stabilize herself. I don't believe she expected the truth from me. I mean, she didn't get it, but she got a truth that supports my continued existence, at least.
I didn't believe. Can you fix it?
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure they do interact, so she can see her. I guess she didn't see a problem with them conferring. Oh well. Can I?
I know it is an outrageous request, especially when the lady is your client, but please, could you fix it?
Fix it?
If you fix it, that will make everything right. Please, I beg of you.
From threatening to begging.
Oh. Protection from spells? Yoink.
A blur zips out of the trees, and I find myself once again back on the ground.
Ew. I always thought it was just a memento. I can't believe you were hiding something so powerful under that breastplate.
I was saying before, this kind of reminds me a bit of Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII. The thieving, quirky type.
Yeah. Her ears are out of control.
Those are those elven ears for you. Once again, the ears, the first thing you notice on this. Very good job. Very good job.
I once again already noticed the other assets before.
The assets.
Yes.
Tactically referring to it, yes.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, this will look nice next to your Staff of Wisdom, Spikehead.
Spikehead?
Who's Spikehead?
Is it because she has that one hair sticking up?
Oh.
She has a spiky head? Not quite as spiky as Cloud. Still
even the guy, this doctor. Yeah. Hand over everything you stole now, elf, and I swear I'll find a way not to slay you where you stand.
Somehow we'll find an excuse.
Tempting offer, Spikehead. I told you to stop calling me that. Because that's a good way to convince the thief to stop. I've got an offer of my own. You all stand here looking stupid while I escape. Go.
Well, it sounds like they're pretty much doing that already.
Like hell.
Quit arguing.
I know. Thanks again, my little artificer. Hope you have more treasure next time.
Flashbang.
My eyes!
A flash bomb? Perhaps a spell. Either way, I know this trick. I lunge out to grab the elf and improve my standing with local law enforcement. But all I feel is the fluttering of her scarf as she scampers away. Ah well.
Not again. Which way did she go?
Better look next time. That way.
She's not getting away with that. I refuse to let this happen. Admiring the view?
Which one? Sorry, I was just thinking about the elf.
Admiring the front view?
Oh. The markings on her skin. They looked
What
familiar.
markings?
Did she have markings on her skin? Hold on. Let's see. Real quick.
Like, I saw this thing on her
wrong
stomach, but I thought that was a shadow.
There we go.
I thought it was a shadow of her scarf.
On her left
or
side,
whatever.
she has some markings.
Yeah.
All right, now I can see them better. Okay.
Sure, you were looking at the markings. I totally believe you.
The markings. I'd be mad to not have recognized them. Fallore might have just seen the tattoos on a supple tanned body.
A supple tanned body.
But I could comprehend them. They were the same engravements I used to open the portal. That's where it kind of sounds like Stargate, doesn't it, a bit? They were the same markings that led me on this crazy trek through the plains. I need to figure out what chaos I caused here with my science, my mad science. I think I have my starting point. We're gonna apprehend that girl.
Already smitten by the swordswoman, young love is blossoming in the air.
Sure is. After her. Guard! Hey, are you alright?
She got away.
Do we know where her lair is? Are you sure? She could still be in those trees again.
Not this time. The criminal Raiyne is known for not overstaying her welcome. By now she will have taken it to her lair.
Sounds like a troll.
Well, an elf.
Nah,
We'll find her. She can't escape Lady Beta's wrath forever.
that's good to hear.
I'm sorry about earlier. That thief has been a major thorn in our side for weeks now. Lady Beta is losing her patience and we've all been suffering her anger.
She's been taking out her rage on us, or you. Look at her face now, she's all embarrassed. It's understandable. If there's anything we can do to help you, just ask.
Thank you. I forgot to introduce myself, Sir Artificer.
We do have a name, you know.
My name is Sophia. I'm one of Lady Beta's loyal handmaidens. Please let me escort you back to the castle.
Well, how kind of you. Thank you for your generosity.
So what's your terrible plan this time?
We need to get that elf.
Sweet, sweet love.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Those markings are related to my project. I'd bet my entire lab that whatever I need to fix involves that elf.
I don't know, does it?
Wouldn't you know? You could just say yes. You could make this a lot easier on me. But
I could. Am I?
probably not. No.
You're finally starting to catch on after a dozen worlds.
Well, that's not too many. Oh. This is Aidis?
Yes,
Is this your hometown?
it is. I was born and raised here. My family settled down here a few years before I was born. My parents were merchants in the West Island Trading Group, so we were fortunate to be able to live inside the walls.
So she was born and raised here, and there's where she spent most of her days.
Yep, on the playground.
Mm-hmm. Who lives outside the walls?
Bandits, rogues, criminals,
That thieving elf girl?
poor people, underprivileged, probably elves, serfs.
Just ignoring that.
So, wait, can she hear her or not?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
There was definitely a scene before they interacted. I mean, not before, but when I was playing the game before. I can remember one now.
Okay. Serfs, and those who have lost ranks and titles. Almost all proper townsfolk live in the castle interior.
Do elves live inside the walls as well?
Some, I think. Told ya. If they work hard, they can find themselves on the interior. The lady is always looking for those with talented magic to help her with her experiments.
Experiments? That sounds foreboding. Yeah, more than a little, I think.
Nothing of the sort. My lady follows a very strict code with her explorations into the fields of magic.
The strict code is as long as they're elves, it's fine. Or
Her
poor.
eyes are almost as big as her boobs.
I know. A little scary. Not the first time I've heard that. Not the first dimension this week I've heard that in. Don't worry. We aren't using any ancient magics paired with your portal technology to summon demonic entities to end our world. I swear, I'm just gonna kill the mage right off the bat. Right off the bat, rather, if you start going in that direction again. I'm not reenacting Diablo again and wandering through the pits of hell. Fallore, don't you notice something weird about this place?
Yeah, I'm looking right at you.
Very funny. Haha. There's something wrong with the people, the trade.
Seem to be doing fine to me.
Well, at least the people inside of the town. And that's because you only care about stuffing your gullet. The goods are of lower quality. Items of above average value are notably absent from all but the most prestigious of stalls. We wandered through some slums on the way in here, but it seems like everyone is suffering in some sort of fashion. This castle's struggling.
Elves.
Blame the elves when in doubt. Sophia, when did this rain start preying upon the castle?
A few weeks, maybe 2 months at most.
Has there been anything strange leading up to it? Droughts? Or perhaps an increase in overall bandit activity?
Thankfully, no. Aidis has been the same way it has always been since I've lived here. Raiyne just appeared one day and started stealing from our merchants. For the last few days, she's been preying on the castle. It set everyone in an uproar. I didn't think you'd still come after the suit of armor that the lady wanted you to work on was stolen.
Well, I'm not one to abandon a client after contracted.
That's good. She will be most pleased.
The sincerity
Her eyes.
The sincerity in her voice and eyes is palpable. It's even visible. Sophia really does care about her lady's happiness, even if I can't determine if that is out of fear or loyalty. Probably both. If I'm going to survive this encounter, I need to figure out both how I can convince Fallore to keep up the story that I have any sort of magical talent, and get this Lady Beta's assistance in apprehending the thief. Simple enough. It's like being a grad student again.
Are those frozen melons? Are they?
Did you say melons, did you?
Yes. Ah, she finally acknowledges her.
See, I knew this would happen at some point.
Aidis's melons are famous.
Ah, very funny.
They just came into season only this moon cycle.
Did they now?
Oh!
She approaches the screen. I said before, and I'll say it again, that this is at least much better done than when that one character expanded in what's that game? I don't remember the title, but you will.
Me neither.
Oh, you don't?
Damn it.
Umbra. That's what it was.
Oh,
the guy just
yes.
expanded out
That was
widely.
amazing.
At least when she approaches the screen, she maintains her bodily ratio.
Yes.
Do you want a melon?
You're not the only one who wants a pair of melons, Chuck.
Oh. Want me to buy one for you? Hey, is that legal in this world?
You would?
No. Shut down. Do I look like I have local currency?
That's why we have to barter.
What do you have to barter? We lost most of our stuff in the swamp world, remember?
Excuse me, sir. How many melons could I get if I trade you this annoying human as your servant?
Come on.
Wah! Your assistant is a little rude, isn't she?
That's one way to put it. Childish is another. You don't know the half of it, Sophia.
But a powerful artificer must have some reason for keeping such a disrespectful assistant. Lady Beta would have me flogged if I tried to sell her.
Wow, that's a little harsh, but have you tried to do that? Because how else would you know what she would do?
Maybe she just flogs people left and right.
Based on past experience, I hope not.
Well, you see, it is because old Chuck has absolutely no skills
in taste, and if she wants to continue tasting things other than mush, she would please hold her tongue while we are here. Crisis averted. She's got a bit of a temper, doesn't she?
Maybe. Please wait here. I'll inform Lady Beta of your arrival. Not bad, not bad. Doesn't hold a candle to my palaces, but for some backwater world, it has a certain rustic charm.
Rustic, yeah, that's how I would describe this place. Rustic? This chamber could hold my entire house.
Your world is by far the saddest one I ever visited. Grandeur is a concept lost on your feeble-minded, magic-devoid people.
Hey, that's not very nice. Hey, you made some pretty impressive castles on Earth.
The last castle your people made was hundreds of years in the past. Now you build really narrow, really tall buildings that have no concept of magnificent presence. You all look up, never out.
Looking out instead of towards space was how I ended up being chased by flying lions casting fireballs at me.
That is amusing.
That happened.
That was funny. Seeing a magical plebe running and screaming that a couple of cute kitties were going to om nom nom him was by far one of the best memories of our adventures.
I nearly died.
Nearly.
Yeah, almost doesn't count. Please don't sound so depressed about that. You'd get punished if I died.
Yeah, but then I could be back home in real castles with real company who don't bribe me for my magical powers.
You seem to enjoy the bribes. Oh, where'd you go? Fallore turns away, her interest in this conversation waning. Now that I have a free moment, I can go back to enjoying the presence of this beautiful hall. Or would, if she hadn't also killed my interest. So what if Earth doesn't build as many awesome castles as it used to? We've done plenty of feats of architecture. I don't blame her for wanting to go home. There's nothing more I want than to put this adventuring behind me and go back to studying the reactions of electrons in my lab. A true scientist, isn't he? Running water, science that makes sense instead of law-defying magic. No killer animals or deranged bandits. I miss home. One more mission, one more problem to fix. Internet. I'm coming home soon. Pepsi, Cheetos, and YouTube for days. Isn't that what life's all about? At least the view is nice from here. Reminds me of my trip to Germany.
What?
Oh, that's just like Germany, isn't it?
Well, you've obviously never been, but I definitely remember that happening.
Well, I'm sure there's just girls like this running all around Germany. I have to get there sometime then.
I was one of them.
Indeed, you dressed up like this when you went to Germany. That's
Yep.
how everyone has to when they travel there. It's a
Yep.
magical realm. Except for the mage in the courtyard. I don't remember fire-wielding mages. Oh, well. With magnificent, spells. Yes, spells is the first thing he notices. Dancing in the grass. She's the first person I've seen here who seems truly happy. There's something carefree in the way she spins the arcs of flames around her, letting flames dance around her. Fallore always has that same smile on her face whenever she gets to let loose and utilize her own remarkable magical powers. I've always asked her what was so delightful about it, but she just smiled and taunt me. But seeing that mage, I can't help but think it might be the power that it gives. Having such a destructive force of unbridled power under your command, and using it to do nothing but tricks is tantalizing. When I get home, I'm gonna find some way to reintroduce magic to our world. Well, that's rather bold.
Yeah.
I think that would shake up things quite a bit and probably destabilize most of the things about our world. Fallore said it was impossible, but the rest of her god buddies also said it's impossible to escape from Earth. Letting my own type of scientific magic shine does bring a certain pleasure to it as well. I wonder if I could talk with that cheerful mage and see if I can learn some tricks from her. I have a feeling she'd make for good company. Sadly, I only get a few more seconds to appreciate her fire dance before a couple of guards interrupt her dance and lead her towards the castle. I suppose there are only so many hours in a day mages can waste losing themselves to magic. A minute later, Sophia runs in, out of breath.
Forgive me. Lady Beta is ready to see you.
I wonder who Lady Beta is then. There's a subtle shift in the demeanor of the court. The idle chatter's dying down and everyone is watching the door that Sophia darted through. Our host must have arrived. Be on your best behavior, Fallore.
So don't summon dire hounds and sick them on her?
It's probably a good start. Preferably.
I'll consider it. What
Ah,
a surprise. May I present to you our most wise and gracious lady, Lady Beta Abagorath of Aidis.
yeah, I also can't help but notice that she has the same symbols running down her, whatever you would call that there.
Yeah.
Around the rings of her gloves and then the thing on her shirt, if you call that a shirt.
Dress?
On her thing.
Whoa, it's flamey.
Sure enough, the gray-haired mage from the courtyard is striding in. There's something different about her, though. There's no cheerfulness, no lighthearted movements. She moves with precision. Her steps heavy and uniform. Though no scowl is on her face, I get the distinct feeling that it is a natural emotion for her. Well, she looks certainly more grumpy than the other two standing next to her.
Definitely.
I would say that much anyway.
And bigger.
Well, that too. No life burns in those blood-red eyes of hers. I'm dealing with an iron wall. Most troubling, though. Do you recognize those engravings on her gloves and robes?
Robe.
Ah, robes. Of course.
If it isn't on the test at the end, I don't care.
Oh, come on. Well, you might care. Those are more inscriptions from the portal device. From the Stargate.
Don't tell me she's messing up the planescape as well. I don't want to follow more of you humans around.
Maybe not. But both the elf and the ruler of this land bear the markings. This might be what we're here to solve.
Step forward.
No emotion, no expression, just a direct order.
My lady, I present to you the great artificer Charles and his assistant Fallore. They come to us from far beyond the eastern lands.
I just love how non-epic his name sounds when put with great artificer.
Yeah. They are quite talented, my lady. I gave them a test to validate my necklace's enchantment, and they answered with no hesitation. May I see the necklace? I regret to inform you that the culprit Raiyne stole it. And where did this transpire?
She's sounding calm, but I've lived under enough tyrannical lead scientists to know what is coming.
In the forest outside of town. The forest where you were supposed to be pursuing the thief?
Here it comes.
I was. The royal guard and I...
Uh-oh.
Instead of doing your duty, you were asking personal favors from renowned artificers. That's not it. I found them and... Found them? They were lost and I needed to accost them, quite likely. Could you not see from their demeanor that they were unlikely in alliance with the elven thieves? Instead, you lost more treasures, the thief, and wasted valuable time from a man whom you knew your lady had business with.
Well, this isn't going well.
And where is my scout captain? Have I not said we need to increase our ranks in the forest? How did such an important guest get lost? I don't know. You are my personal handmaiden, Sophia. These failures reflect a failure upon myself. I'm so sorry, Lady Beta. Please forgive me. I feel a great many punishments are in order for my retainers. A great many.
A great many floggings.
I shall personally lead the scouting. And leave me without my handmaiden. No, what I mean is that
I lean in close to Fallore.
How long is this babble gonna go on?
Never propose ideas when they go in berserk mode. Just apologize and cower.
You humans still confuse me. One more failure, Sophia, and you'll face the fires of my wrath. Ugh. I will now attend to my belated business that should have been concluded weeks ago if my servants knew their duties.
Damn.
Yes, my lady. That means clear the hall. Yes, my lady.
Made is fear of being turned into a bonfire, but the grand hall is emptied in seconds. Only Lady Beta, myself, and Fallore remain.
Now that we are alone, who are you?
I am the great art.
Your babble might have fooled my inept handmaiden, but I am not so foolish. I can feel your auras. You have as much magical ability as a peasant. More of a plebe, really. And you, I sense a great magical presence around you, but nothing like I have ever felt before. Neither of you are from our world.
Once again, very matter of fact. It's gonna be hard to bluff her with the story that Fallore's really the artificer. I don't even know if she would play along.
What's the plan?
Right in front of her, we say.
Answer me to your purpose, and I will determine your fates.
Who says we aren't? I mean, you told them we are.
Tell me your origin or die by flames. I will not be played with any further. Don't worry, Chuck. You can totally take her. I'm counting on you.
Thank you. I've got a better idea. Lady Beta, I am a researcher from a world far from this one. During several experiments, I tore holes into several worlds. As the gods of the planescape were not pleased with my behavior, I was tasked with going to each of these worlds and cleaning up the damage from my experiments. I don't know how I screwed up your world, but if I am here, then I did something. Fallore here is an avatar of the gods who is to monitor my task and, when she feels like it, assist with its completion.
I'm the magical one here. He's just a plebe. A smart plebe, but a plebe just the same.
The average person would laugh off my claim. Most would have called me crazy and a con artist with a weird assistant. It wouldn't be the first time. But Lady Beta is reacting exactly how I hoped she would. The mask of neutrality hasn't cracked in the slightest since her court left. If she's genuinely considering my story or just how best to barbecue us, I couldn't say.
What is your mission here?
My mission? To fix things.
Fix what? He has...
Plenty of clues. My lady, I seek the apprehension of the thief Raiyne. I suspect she holds the clues to fixing this world. If it would please you, I suggest a temporary alliance to bring this thief to justice. She is a menace to your society from what I've gathered from Sophia and a piece towards me getting back home.
You propose an intriguing offer, Sir Artificer. For now, I will consider your proposal and offer you the hospitality of my lands. My only request is that your artificer skills are restricted to me and me alone. Am I clear?
Guess that answers my earlier question. Yes, my lady, I am yours to command.
Good, for I have no use of a man from another plane of existence.
Oh.
His presence would only serve to disrupt my authority with rumors. I'd have to dispose of such problems before they'd occur.
Right, of course. Very clear. Thank goodness no such man exists in this world.
You may take your leave until I have need of you. Sophia! My lady. Please take our esteemed guest to his quarters and continue to assist him while he is here. Yes, my lady. And try to be a little less inept with this task. Yes, my lady. Please follow me. The guest quarters are in the west wing of the castle. Oh.
Forgive me for asking, but is she always that rough on her servants?
Most of the time. She's only like that with me. Lately, though, her burdens have been greater and she has grown to lashing out at all.
Is there something wrong with the kingdom besides the thief?
Oh no, everything is fine.
You say so. You're pretty hard to believe.
It is fine, though. Don't worry, good sir. Does this line of questioning relate to getting home? I'm not helping you save another land from monsters and the plague.
No, but we need information.
For a man who just wants to get home, you sure let your hero complex control you.
So, Sophia, Lady Beta is especially tough on you.
Good, unnoticeable transition.
Why, thank you.
As her handmaiden, it is my sworn duty to uphold her will and maintain her state of affairs. That means she needs to be tougher on me, especially for my frequent failures. Sounds like you won't have a job soon.
Damn. Fallore.
But possibly, I really need to catch Raiyne soon.
Don't worry. We'll help you get her.
You will? Thank you so much.
As we continue through the castle, there seems to be a little more pep in Sophia's steps. I can't help but wonder how hard Beta has been beating on her about this thief. Though Fallore may think it's pointless, I do want to figure out what else is going on in this kingdom. I can't catch a thief if I can't think like her. I haven't seen an elf since our encounter. Then there's the possible decline in prosperity seen in the markets. Sophia's covering up their problems as well. What's driving this elven girl? Is it socio-economical issues, or is it just plain thievery? Did I somehow ruin this land? If I have to fix all their economical problems, I could be here for a very, very, very long time. I slept through most of my macro and microeconomy classes.
Hey, would you like to see something really interesting as a thank you for your help?
I glanced at Fallore, but she doesn't seem too interested in whatever this interesting thing is. I'm not sure if now would be the best time.
Lady Beta has been studying this artifact for a long time. I just know that you'd be able to figure out its mysteries in a short time.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a quick look at it.
I promise you, you'll really enjoy it. Do we have to go see her lame attempt to get your affection?
Oh. It might be related to getting home. You never know.
Uh-huh, sure. Wake me up when you stop playing your little flirting games.
Well, thank you. She's just showing me an artifact because of...
Uh-huh, good night, Chucky.
Yeah, I think someone might have a crush on him. Just saying. Ah.
There it is. Aidis' most precious treasure. It's been passed down from generation to generation of Aidis' mages ever since it was discovered centuries ago.
Sophia stops us in front of what appears to be an ordinary door with a pair of guards standing at attention. Though they moved when Sophia asked politely, they still refused to grant access to the room inside. Not that I blame them. Inside is nothing more than a pedestal with a floating stone pulsing with a blue light that dances along its surface. Numerous engravings, wires, and a few other modifications decorate it. One that I hate to admit that I have seen before.
Lady Beta has been studying it very intently over the last few weeks. She seems to think that it holds untapped powers that could bring Aidis into a new age of prosperity.
Really?
Huh. You can even feel the power basking around it.
Probably shouldn't stand that close to it. Not without a protective suit. Uh-oh. Is this radioactive in any way?
It's fine, don't worry.
Sure. Fine.
Have you ever seen one of these before, Charles the Artificer?
No. Never. I've never seen one of these before.
How about its creator? What? XX Killblade 34 asterisk XX. Mages have tried to decipher it, but we have been unable to crack the creator's name in the engraving.
Sounds like someone's screen name. No, that makes no sense to me.
That's a shame. I was hoping you'd be able to help her with this burden.
I'll do what I can, but I've never seen this before. Not once, or anything like it.
Maybe you will one day. There's a marking of 26 next to the name.
So that's what happened to it.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm just a bit tired. It's really interesting, Sophia. Thank you for showing it to me.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I wanted to thank you after today's confusion.
That's a good way to put it.
If you want, I can help you out tomorrow as well. It must be really strange living in a land so far away from home.
I'd appreciate that.
I'd appreciate some sleep. I'm so sorry. I'll lead you there right now. You're going to be sleeping a couple doors down from myself. If you have any problems, please do not hesitate to call. Sleep. Right this way.
Oh. Yeah, we got one of these shots, huh?
This is more like it. No more wilderness beds out of leaves and knotted roots.
Pay attention.
What? A girl has to enjoy the finer things in life every now and then, or she sets her escortee on fire.
Alright, whatever. I'll talk at you. You saw that thing in their treasury? Do you know what it was?
A sad nerd science fair project?
That's the missing core from Experiment 26. We wondered for the longest time what happened to it after we triggered the activation.
Oh. So?
The whole thing managed to draw power from the air, causing a wide-scale blackout. That was before the power became too much for the capacitors, and everything exploded into a giant fireball.
Awesome.
No, not awesome. To think we blasted it through both time and space.
Okay, not awesome. Remind me why I'm supposed to care.
We messed up the design of 26. From the second the core was activated, it was a ticking time bomb.
Then what's the problem? There's no electrical power here for it to absorb. It's harmless.
If she's tampering with it, if she's introducing magic to it as a power source.
Sounds terrible for you.
For us, for everyone. If it can absorb magical power, I don't even want to think what the resulting damage would be. There might not even be an Aidis anymore. So this is my quest here. I've got to secure core number 26 before Lady Beta accidentally blows this entire place sky high. I don't know how much time we have, and I have to get a closer look.
So just tell her what it does and we can both be home before the day is out. Easy.
Except she might apprehend me in her desperation to fix whatever's going on here, and enslave me to fixing it, or building more. Beta seems the type to take the, extreme road.
Then what do you think we should do? You might have missed it with your pathetic eyes, but the whole place was covered in wards and spells, not to mention the giant lock with guards.
That's why I think we stick to the original plan. I can't break into there, but we know of someone who just might. Wait, really?
Uh-oh.
Is he thinking what I think he's thinking?
The thief. Crafty. I like it.
Tomorrow, we'll start the hunt for her. With her help, we can break in, steal core number 26, and be back home in no time.
Good, good. Ready to come to bed, Chucky?
But there's only one bed. We'd have to share.
Don't you want to keep me company?
I'm not falling for that again. Keep me warm, Charles. I like to sleep close with someone, Doc. Then you maul me in my sleep all night with your claws.
You can't begrudge a girl for what she does in bed.
I very much can. You just don't want me fighting you for the bed.
Well, if you just want to let me have it like a spineless gentleman, I suppose I can learn to sleep alone in this cold, cold world.
Good night, Fallore.
Good night, Chuck.
And there we go. So that's all for the demo. Though short, we hope it gives you an idea of where we aim to take the story. Now onto the Q&A section.
Oh.
There's a Q&A section as well.
Oh, he's going to answer the questions.
Indeed. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Charles Malcom.
And I'm Fallore. Okay, Chucky, I've done my bit. Where's the free buffet that was promised if I came on your little question and answer session?
I told you to get that after we finished.
I'm not buying it. I want a platter of seafood from the elemental plane of water, and I want it stacked on the roof, to the roof.
There's no roof here.
Better get stacking.
And I can't breathe in the elemental plane of water.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
How about a cake with sprinkles, if you get back on script?
Lots of sprinkles?
I'll dump the entire container on it.
We're here today to help answer some of your questions about the upcoming Order of Ataxia initial effects game. Feel free to ask any question. I know everything, unlike some people here.
Thanks.
What about us? We want to help.
Of course.
As long as they don't get a share of my cake, I'm fine with it. Being greedy is never the right thing to do. Says the thief. Got a problem with me? As a matter of fact...
Whoa, alright. On to the questions. Yes.
Is Charles British?
Is Charles British? Yeah, it's a little bit small here, but I've been told that'll be fixed. Well, I guess in the game itself, it probably won't even be a Q&A thing. But anyway. So, yeah, is Charles British? What do you think about that question?
I didn't think he was.
The funny thing is someone thought I was British at one point, but
what?
Whatever. That's a story for another time. What?
What?
Who vetted these questions? That seems like a really weird thing to let through.
I think Chief did.
That makes so much sense.
Are you saying that the opening question should be something more relevant?
That is indeed what I am saying. It's a stupid question that's a waste of our short time.
Well, we can now determine that you are indeed not British. They have manners.
Well, that's debatable sometimes. Well, too bad Chris isn't here to defend himself, but moving on. I have manners, isn't that right?
You do lack a certain social grace.
Bah. What matters is results, and those I can get.
Whatever you want to believe, Chuck. I think you're doing a great job, Charles. If we both keep working hard, I'm sure we can both not be an embarrassment to our friends.
Yeah, I think someone definitely has a crush on him. Thanks, I think.
Where are you from? I'm curious myself where such a weird human calls home.
I don't know if I want to answer this question anymore.
You have to answer. It's the law.
It's the law of Q&As. I'm from the moon.
Sounds legit. Next question.
Not sure if serious or not. Could be in the future. So, when is Order of Ataxia Initial Effects coming out?
Boring. Then let me answer this one. No, my questions. Our current aim is to have the game out by the end of December. There's no exact date yet. Hey, you stole my question. Are you some sort of klepto? It is our question. You can't hog them all to yourself. No, this question is my question.
This question is my question. This question is your question.
From Castle Aidis to the New York Island.
Very clever.
Okay, you can have one question if it stops them from singing terrible song parodies.
So how many adventures has Charles and Fallore gone on? Too many. Way too many.
Remember that one where we had to get the oil tank out of the Lake of Sahuagin?
Yeah, of course. And they stabbed me through the leg with a trident.
Hey, it's not their fault that your attempts at sign language are so bad that they thought you were challenging them to fight to the death. Then there was that one time that we had to find that part in the middle of the jungle. That one sucked pretty hard. The bugs were terrible. You can't eat flies.
I figured you would have been a little more upset about the part where I was almost molested by vine monsters.
What, the tentacles? I personally thought it was kind of sexy. It was going to be a good show before you set them on fire.
No. There's a reason that tentacle monsters are now number 2 on my list of monsters that scare me. What's number 1 then?
Number 2? They're number 1 for me. The only nice thing about the refugee camps in Aidis is we don't have to worry about them anymore.
Number 1 is velociraptors. Clever girls. I see what you did there.
Oh, the dinosaur adventure. I almost completely forgot about that one.
Better than Jurassic World anyway. And we are never talking about it again. I still have nightmares about it. What, Jurassic World?
Yes.
Well, it's better than the 3rd movie at least.
Well, that we won't speak of. I think our total adventures have been roughly 10, and only 3 of those did we ever run into anyone who could actually communicate with. Unless you consider being chased and almost eaten a form of communication, then you hold conversations on a daily basis everywhere we go.
Well, let's try to communicate something, I guess. I just want to go home, back to my normal life without all these terrible monsters.
We are terrible monsters? Choice words from a true monster.
Wait, I didn't mean you all are.
You don't like being with us. I understand.
I didn't mean it like that. I just want to go home.
And not be with them anymore. So cold, Chuck, so cold.
You know that's not what I meant.
What I know doesn't matter. You just crushed the poor maiden's heart. Can we go on to the next question now?
Why are the elves refugees?
Oh, I know the answer to this one. It totally has to be those tentacle monsters.
Well, they were mentioned at one point.
It's not the tentacle monsters. What does it matter? They're a bunch of squatters who are siphoning Aidis' wealth and livelihood away.
Wow, harsh words.
Your brother welcomed us with open arms.
It's like how the dark elves aren't welcomed in Windhelm and Skyrim.
Aw, poor guys. If he could see what you've done with that chance he gave your people, he never would have been so foolish. He was a good man who cared for all life. All you care about is your magic. Take that back, elf. Make me. My lady, we were told we weren't supposed to fight here. You are correct. She will pay in time. Coward. If you really thought you were right, you wouldn't let rules stop you. I'm not a rampaging buffoon who can't see more than her own selfish greed.
Hey, calm down. We just wanted to know why the elves are in Aidis.
Tentacle monsters!
I think you point out before, but it might have been before we started recording. It kind of looks like there's like a penguin on his thing here with the goggles, and it kind of looks like the penguin's nose. A little silly, but it's cute.
But he's giving the finger.
He is.
The penguin.
I know. It's a naughty penguin flipping us off. Okay. Yes, tentacle monsters. What about them?
We were forced from our homelands by rampaging elemental demons. They slaughtered thousands.
Oh.
Demons she probably summoned.
That's a little harsh.
We fled, but there was nowhere to go. We had nothing we could give to others, so no lords would allow us to live on their lands. Until he showed us mercy. Until we are given the chance to rebuild our homes outside of Aidis proper. Now you disrespect our laws, steal our treasures, and bring us closer to ruin. Then why don't you get rid of us? We really should.
Oh.
Why?
Touched on a sensitive subject here.
This is boring. Where's lunch?
Continuing on. How many endings will there be in the game?
What is an end but the beginning of another tale?
Very nice. Elven proverb?
It was passed on to me by an elder years ago. I've got a proverb I learned on Earth. Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Oh, enlightening.
Right?
To answer the question at hand, there are 8 different endings currently planned.
Wow, 8 different ways to ruin a feudal land. You've got some fun methods, Charles.
I'm not ruining anything.
I totally got the script right here. You're totally going to destroy Aidis and set fire to everything they love. You are going to do what, may I ask? How could you?
Let me see the script before they kill me for something I haven't even done yet. Wait, you handwrote this in.
It's in the script, it's happening.
That's not how this works.
Blah, you're no fun. So you aren't going to hurt my homeland?
No, I'm trying to protect it.
I believe in you. He's totally going to set everything on fire.
Right, next page of questions. So let's say, will Charles really be gender bent? Well now, that's an interesting one. Wait, will I be what?
I need your help over here, Charles.
Wait, I want to hear.
Thanks, Raiyne. So, we are totally going to have some fun with old Chucky.
Oh, I don't like the sound of this.
While I am indeed a master of magic, mistakes can be made. Ability augmentation spells are incredibly complicated. For mortals, sure. I mean, I could totally make Charles a super amazing hero, but what would the fun in that be? Then should my magic ever go wrong and I accidentally alter Charles, you promise to fix it? I promise to laugh. I'll laugh so hard I'll cry. Even then, I'll still probably keep laughing. But you'll fix it. That depends. If the game doesn't make it to the stretch goal for the mini arc, I'll accept Charles's inevitable bribe to turn him back. But if it does, then I'll accept the reader's bribe instead and little Miss Doctor can fix her own magical problems.
Oh my.
You're a very unethical person, aren't you? I'm a god, and I am very ethical. You just don't understand my ethics being so limited in your mortal mind.
Of course.
You're just evil. Tomato, tomato. Do you think he would let me dress him up? That would be so fun. We need to do that. Charles is a very level-headed person. I doubt switching genders will throw him off his stride. You totally don't get him. He's very much the type of person who has a fixed picture of himself. Changing that is going to throw him so far off his stride he'll end up in another plane.
Alright, I'm back. Now what was this about gender bending?
Nothing. We'll get back to our questions.
Of course. So is this the entire cast?
Am I not enough for you? That hurts my feelings.
As much as I'd like the chance to work closely with other talented men and women, the writers wanted to keep the main cast size small and focused. Us 5 will compose the main cast with a couple of minor characters.
Sure.
What was that?
I said, sure.
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm just agreeing with your enlightened and very accurate statement that is in no way completely wrong.
Oh, why thank you. What do you know?
Are you asking for the divine wisdom of the gods to grace you with the answer to your problem?
Do you know something we don't?
Maybe. Someone here may have gotten their hands on Fuzai's script.
We've got a new friend?
I have a question for everyone. Who is the villain here?
Villain?
Lady Beta and her reckless habits. That thieving elf. Can I have options to pick from?
There are no villains. We all have our own viewpoints on the world around us.
Well, there's at least one person who might disagree with you all.
Really now? Who is that?
It's a secret.
Oh, that's no fun.
Some things will be revealed in time.
Alright, let's see. What did the girls think of Charles? You all don't have to answer this question.
I have to. Charles is really, really weird. Did you know that he can quote the entire Shrek movie from memory? Then there's his eating habits. I mean, pizza is a great food, but you don't order out every week. I mean, at least change up the type. Always sausage.
Thanks.
He also smells weird. I think it might be the shampoo he uses.
On to someone else.
Even though I haven't known him very long, Charles has always been very kind to me. He's very sweet. I hope we get to know each other better.
Of course you do.
He also has this stupid morning ritual thing where he has to get ready in a certain order or he can't function for an hour.
Okay, Fallore, we get it.
Charles is a terrible liar and too broad in his views. He doesn't understand that there are spots that you just can't remove from a person.
Really?
Still, he is mostly competent, and I know he will be a great boon to my efforts to bring peace and prosperity to my lands. That reminds me, he's terrible with money. He once bought a stick from an orc because the orc told him it was magical. Orcs with magic. He believed them!
Nice. You've already had your turn, Fallore.
If he's working with Spikehead, he can't be very smart. If the witch thinks he is reliable, he can't be very trustworthy. I'm not expecting much from him. But you can't always be picky with your allies. If he is really willing to make things right and remove that treasure from them, I might consider our personal relationship a little more. Oh, personal relations. Charles is so bad at social interaction that...
Damn it, Fallore, I'm a doctor, not a politician. And there's a Star Trek quote as well, bringing that into the mix. Yes, Dr. McCoy.
Malcolm McCoy, close. You're just too fun to keep around.
That's all for that. Alright, and so the final question. Why does Fallore not have a tail? Oh, why the hell did you ask that?
It is a bit odd. All the beast people I've met all had tails. Well, Inuyasha didn't have a tail.
Oh.
Did he? I don't think so.
I don't know. I didn't see that or read that or whatever.
I don't think he did. Oh, because I don't have a tail, that must mean I'm some sort of freak, aren't I? No, I meant... Mortals just don't get it. I'm not some smelly beast person who wanders the wilderness. I'm the great and powerful Fallore. I'm a god! You are all just too stupid to realize the benefits of not having a tail. It makes picking out cute outfits much more difficult. But your outfit is... I'll set you on fire.
She really will. I dropped this line of questioning now.
I don't care about not having a tail. I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Fine.
She really is angry over not having a tail, isn't she? If she was truly such a powerful god, she could just give herself one, couldn't she?
I don't know. I'm honestly scared to ask. She burned my last lab coat when I tried to probe any further.
I will tread carefully.
Wise. Alright, and that was the last question. So, that wraps up and concludes the demo for Order of Ataxia. What did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, I actually had quite a bit of fun with this. I was surprised because I didn't think I was going to.
I am interested to see where the story goes.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be proofread. But
it needs some work, for sure.
But that's okay.
I think this demo was kind of rushed out to have something done before the end of the Kickstarter.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of large breasts.
A lot of large breasts, I've noticed that. Does that go under pros or cons, though, I wonder?
I mean...
It goes under it depends on what you're looking for, I guess.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of common in these types of games.
That's very true.
So it doesn't really bother me. It's just kind of like... Some of them are very, very large.
Some are very, very large. That's right. There are one pair I'm thinking of in particular that are very, very large.
They look painful.
It probably would be. I mean, I wouldn't know, but yeah.
Neither would I.
Oh, well, we'd draw the pity card here. Anyway, yeah, so this is Art of Ataxia. It's currently up on Kickstarter still for probably about another week or so. If you want to support it, there'll be a link. Once again, though, as I mentioned before, I do know the developer behind it, so...
I don't.
You don't. You've only heard me mention Chief, so I guess your recommendation is sound unless you consider your ties to me. I don't know. I just feel like having full disclosure is a good thing, just in case, but yeah, I recommend it, even though I may be biased, but I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it's fun too. And there's boobs.
There's boobs too, and that's always a good thing, because who doesn't like boobs? Come on. Even if you're gay, you still like boobs.
They're bouncy.
You can still appreciate them.
Yes.
And on that note, I think that pretty much sums it up, so thank you for watching this. I hope you had fun with this demo. Eventually we'll probably do the full thing, because that seems like it'd be a lot of fun. So, we'll see you then. Well, that's all we have time for then. Once again, please support our development on Kickstarter. We've got a lot of fun things planned for Order of Ataxia initial effects, and we need your help.
Adventure, excitement, and some over-the-top fan service. Yeah. Fallore and her puny mortal having fun and awesomeness.
We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and will continue supporting our endeavor.
Remember, I'm cute.
It's a great way to sign out. Until we meet again, I'm Charles Malcom.
And I'm Fallore.
See ya.
Now let's get that cake.